I'm Dr. Lisa Abbott. I'm a clinical assistant professor at the University of Nevada in Reno. I have a private endocrinology practice as well as a clinical research center. Growth hormone deficiency is a problem with decreased or absent growth hormone. This is typically caused by pituitary problems such as pituitary tumors, radiation, or surgery for the tumors. Can also be caused by head trauma. Things like traumatic brain injuries and concussions can cause growth hormone deficiency. We also see it with autoimmune and infiltrative processes. Growth hormone is essential in both children and adults to maintain normal endocrine health and body composition. In adults, we see growth hormone deficiency in about 6,000 new cases a year. It has typically been managed with once daily injections over the last couple of decades. This has really been challenging for people having to take these daily injections, and we now are going to talk a little bit about the once weekly growth hormone that's available. This problem is often misdiagnosed or underdiagnosed. The symptoms overlap with a lot of other endocrine and non-endocrine problems. They get truncal obesity, they can have lipid abnormalities, increased cardiovascular risk. They have bone loss and can have osteoporosis. They have a lot of generalized symptoms, fatigue, muscle pain, muscle weakness. They have problems with memory and concentration, and these can be thought to be due to all kinds of other things, and especially with pituitary problems, you have other hormonal deficits as well. So it's important to be looking for this, especially when you know they have a pituitary underlying problem. Typically, it's endocrinologists managing these patients as they grow up. It depends if it's just isolated growth hormone deficiency in the child. They may have to be reassessed as an adult. But if they have a hypopituitarism problem, then typically they're on multiple hormone replacements, and it's going to be an adult endocrinologist following them for all those problems. If it's something that develops as an adult, then it might be primary care or somebody else assessing these traumatic brain injury patients or people who've had autoimmune processes. Might be the OB when you have a woman who's had excessive blood loss and they develop a pituitary issue and growth hormone deficiency postpartum. The foresiGHt trial led to the approval of Skytrofa in adults. Skytrofa has been approved in the pediatric population since 2021, however, had not been approved in adults, and these pediatric patients were not able to continue on this medication when they became 18. So foresiGHt was a randomized phase 3 trial that looked at Skytrofa in adults and showed increased efficacy compared to placebo with normalizing IGF-1 levels, increasing lean body weight, and decreasing truncal obesity. This has allowed us now to have a new option of a once weekly growth hormone, which is much more advantageous to patients. We have patients taking once weekly medications such as GLP-1s, and the adherence is much better, I found in my practice, with a once weekly medication than having to take daily injections. This once weekly injection is done by the patients in their homes. Skytrofa is a unique form of growth hormone. It is actually a synthesized native growth hormone molecule. So it's like bioidentical to our normal growth hormone, which is unique. And Ascendis has a transcon technology which allows the growth hormone to not get degraded and not have to be injected daily. It's got a carrier protein that surrounds the growth hormone and protects it from the enzymes, and then a linker protein that connects the carrier with the growth hormone. And in the right pH and temperature, the linker molecule releases, and therefore the carrier will reproducibly over the course of the week release a growth hormone. And so it's a very unique technology that they have for various conditions, and it allows us to get consistent levels over the course of the week with just a once a week injection. The transition from the pediatric endocrinologist who may be treating the child to an adult endocrinologist can be challenging, and patients can often be lost to follow up for a while and have challenges getting in. Sometimes, as teenagers or young adults, they may be frustrated with taking shots their whole life. And so there may be a gap in treatment, and that's where this once weekly may be beneficial as well. If they see the benefits, they're going to be more likely to continue therapy if they only have to take that injection once a week. Growth hormone deficiency is an important problem in adults as well as children. It's often underdiagnosed or misdiagnosed. We now have a new once weekly injection that will hopefully improve adherence of these patients and allow them to have improvement of their symptoms.